The forest was buzzing that afternoon. In the middle of a clearing stood Little Red Fox, holding a note scribbled full of the show's schedule, her brows tightly furrowed. "I need someone to help set up the stage, prepare the sound, post the signs," she muttered, her tail swishing anxiously as she searched for help. She had already asked Little Bear, Little Deer, and Little Gray Wolf. Everyone was busy. Finally, she looked up and spotted Wind Swallow perched high in the trees. "Wind Swallow," she called out with a cheerful wave. "Wanna help me get things ready for the weekend story show? I can't finish everything in time on my own." Wind Swallow glanced down and smiled faintly. "I might not be very good at setting things up. That's okay, you could help me plan the order. Or hang the signs. I'm still not very familiar. Maybe someone else would be faster." Fox paused, just for a beat. Her smile stayed, but her tail stopped moving. Later, Fox stood again in the center of the clearing, blinking at the ropes that had been pulled taut and the chairs arranged with perfect precision, like a forest festival setup. "Was this done by Little Gray Wolf?" she muttered to herself. She quickly ran to find him. "Did you help set up the space yesterday?" Little Gray Wolf looked proud. "I helped, yeah, but I only tightened the curtain a bit. I didn't get to the chairs yet, was planning to do them today." Fox blinked. "Not you, but this looks way neater than usual for you." She turned to Mimi, who was carrying chairs. "Did you help me put up the signs yesterday?" she asked. Mimi shook his head. "I just helped Little Bear find some fabric. I didn't touch the venue." Fox glanced down at the knot tying one of the signs in place. The knot was the kind flyers used most often. Something clicked. She looked up into the trees and spotted a slender silhouette standing quietly among the branches. "All right then. I'll keep looking," she muttered as she turned away, her voice still brisk. That afternoon, as she moved chairs, Fox grumbled under her breath. Didn't she say she wasn't familiar with anything? It's been over a week since she came to the forest. She felt a little saddened, a little annoyed. It wasn't that she disliked Wind Swallow, but it always felt like she stayed far away, always at the edge of things. That day, Wind Swallow didn't say anything more. She simply flew behind the stage, pressed down the corners of scattered papers, and adjusted the backdrop to make sure it draped just right. She wasn't sure if what she was doing really counted as drawing closer. Maybe no one would even notice. The next morning, Fox found that the signs were already posted, and neater than she'd ever imagined. "Huh? I didn't do this section," she murmured. By the third day, the colored ropes were perfectly strung, and the chairs had been arranged in a flawless semicircle. Who did all this? She looked around, but no one stepped forward. Wind Swallow looked a bit surprised. "I just didn't want to cause trouble." "What do you mean trouble? This was a huge help," Fox laughed. "And it was so perfectly done, I could tell right away it was you." Wind Swallow didn't respond, but the tips of her ears turned slightly red. Fox paused, then suddenly opened her arms and beamed. "Then let me say it properly, thank you." Wind Swallow. Her smile lit up the clearing, like sunlight pouring through the trees. Up high, Wind Swallow felt something soft melt gently in a quiet corner of her heart. She gave a small nod and whispered, "You're welcome." Then, for the first time, she flew down and sat beside Fox. That evening, the sunlight filtering through the leaves felt softer than usual. The breeze along the stage's edge seemed like a silent round of applause for all the things quietly done. No one said much. Some stayed behind to clean. Others sat with tea, spaced out, or simply kept one another company. No one asked again who had helped. But in every honest heart, it felt like a small, warm seed had been gently planted. Mimi wrote in his notebook, some people offer the gentlest kind of closeness quietly, when no one is looking.